All right, let's move on to another asset class, which is the tech stocks, specifically Netflix. So I got COVID somehow. I don't know how the hell I got it. No
Yep.
clue. I got
Yep.
COVID over on Saturday, or I got it on Friday. On Saturday, my mom does the test. I'm like, Mom, I can guarantee this is a cold. It's not COVID. She's like, it's COVID. I'm like, who the hell gave me COVID? So I'm totally dead. I'm like, all right, let's turn on Netflix. I shit you not. I reconfirmed my thesis why I'm never buying this. I could not find anything. I had to watch a romantic 80s film when Harry met Sally, and I was like, oh, maybe this is interesting or something. So that's that. And then I just went to YouTube because I was like, I can't get anything off Netflix. And then I see this article that says Netflix is introducing a new ad-based tier for $7 to $9 a month. And I was like, I don't understand why someone would pay $7 to watch ads. The whole point was to bring new global audiences for free, subsidize, monetize them with their attention, not their dollars, and eventually get them to subscribe because they love the content. What was your reaction to when you saw this news by Netflix?
I thought that it was fake news when I thought it was like a joke, like something being tweeted around. I cannot believe. I made a video a couple months back. Basically, I forget what I called it, but I wouldn't touch Netflix with a 10-foot pole or something
Yeah.
to that effect. I forget what it was. And essentially, it was my thesis that like it's nothing more than a misaligned media company confused with a technology company. And it's like, no, you couldn't have gotten this wrong. When I think about this, yeah, leave that up for a second, because when I think about like ad supported, the first thing that comes to my mind is like YouTube. It's totally free, but I got to watch a couple of videos. I got a couple of ads. I'm actually happy to do it because there's so much great value on there that watching some ads is actually totally worth my 30 seconds to watch really good content. I
Yep.
think about playing like my kids play games on the phone, right? The games are totally free, but once in a while to progress in the game or get, I don't know, gems or tokens or coins, whatever, you gotta watch an ad. Yeah, life goes on, game's free. I can live with it. This is hold like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just took what was already a tough sell and made it not only more complex, but now more inconvenient.
Yeah.
If I have to watch ads, I expect the price to be zero. Okay. And then I can't complain about the ads. If I'm paying and watching ads, get out of my face. That is outrageous to me. I want to look at this, right? So they're not clear on the price point. Let's call it $8 to meet in the middle for this ad supported tier. Okay. The basic plan is going to be 15.50 and then 20 for a premium tier.
Yeah.
Um,
I think the difference is like HD or number of accounts you can
Come on.
share. That's the difference.
I mean, like, I just don't understand this whole premise of what they're saying here. If you notice, sorry, where was it there? I just lost it.
Right.
They were saying it's going to be 4 minutes per hour as opposed to 10 or 20 minutes of hour for TV. Well, we're not talking about TV. We're talking about a service I'm paying for on top of having TV because I have to
Right.
be connected to something to get to Netflix.
I think
So
your point is give us 10 minutes, 20 minutes an hour if it's free, but don't make me pay $7 and give me 4 minutes an hour.
correct. The 4 minutes doesn't feel like 4 minutes when I'm paying 66% of a regular plan anyways.
100%.
I don't understand this move at all. Am I don't pretend that I'm a genius, and I don't pretend that I can run Netflix, okay? But this is one of those things where you're like, this can't be for real, right? There's no way. And I think what this probably says, not financial advice, what this probably says to me is advertisers didn't see the value in advertising on Netflix.
Really?
Well, think
Advertisers
about
don't
it.
want to be in front of Stranger Things? Do you think that's the case?
Well, let me ask you a question, right? If the value of what they're willing to pay would only cover a third of that price, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It still is yet another thing I have to cut from my budget as opposed to getting Netflix for free. I think the excitement here was, hey, I want Netflix, but I don't have any extra money to spend. No problem. I'll watch a couple minutes of ads and
Yep.
Netflix wins. The consumer wins. Finally, the consumer would have gotten a win, and they bungled it. They absolutely bungled it. YouTube has two versions of YouTube. Free version that most people use, and I watch a couple of ads that are
It's
usually
2
actually,
2 billion 1.95 billion on free, 50
yeah.
million on premium.
And the 50 million on premium is how much per month roughly?
Well, about $13 basically.
Okay. So completely 100% free or the cost of any regular subscription, but tons of content, absolutely no ads whatsoever. this is just the absolute bungling of yet another thing coming out of Netflix, in my opinion. I don't see how this makes any sense at all. So I'll give you an example too. So like I have in my area, we have Comcast Xfinity. So we get Netflix for free with that. What does that do to my Netflix? Does it do anything at all? I don't know. I mean, how many people get affected by this? How many don't? How many people are going to ultimately go and downgrade to I mean, if you're not willing to sign up for 15, you're really willing to sign up for
100%.
10?
Well,
Is that
here's the
really
question. Do you think that they thought if they offer Netflix for free, they're going to lose a crap ton of premium subscribers who would be willing to do ads? Do you think that's set in the logic?
Yes, but that speaks to the real problem that they're having here.
Yeah.
It's not a premium service.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. How do you get premium? How do you get premium pay from me if your service isn't even valuable enough that I'd watch it for free with some ads?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I think there's a bigger problem here that is not going to come to light for a while. That's my opinion. But I mean, the reason why it's so convenient for me to have to think about the YouTube experience. If I see an ad that looks interesting, and let's be honest, it doesn't happen all that often, but like let's just say you start an ad that looked particularly interesting, you know, it's very easy to take action from it. I could click right on the link. I could go to their website while still enjoying my content. I saw an ad for Bertucci's the other day that just happens to be a Bertucci sort of a couple miles down the road. If I was in the mood for pizza and that ad came up, boom, I would order Bertucci's, have it delivered to my house on DoorDash. Life is good. I'm still watching what I'm watching. With Netflix, you're still removed. It's no different than a TV commercial to me.
Yep.
And so now the problem is, as an advertiser, what are you doing? Are you doing YouTube style ads? Are you doing regular TV commercial ads? I don't know. I mean, what's the call to action while watching a YouTube video? Kind of a pain in the rear end, if you ask me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This is one of the more stunning things I as I talked about the Inflation Reduction Act and the fact that it actually increases inflation. That's less surprising to me than Netflix charging me $10 for ads. That's outrageous.
Yeah. No,
After saying they were going to release a new tier of just advertising. I mean, that's talk about deceptively explaining what the situation was going to be. Come on, man. I mean,